first thing the run screen asks us to do when we select it is select an origin to start. So the origins are these points around the corner of the screen and one in the center. So these represent the corner of the plate. So what the machine has done is this yellow box around the outside, the dotted yellow box, it's measured the extents of the shape and it's positioned the cut start in this case the bottom left hand corner of those extents. So if you were to position your cutting torch in the left hand corner of the plate and select this origin, then you wouldn't have to bother doing a test run. As long as you've got 222 millimeters spare in this direction, you know it's going to fit. It may well be that the plate has got this corner all chewed up because you've cut something out of it already, so you want to start in this corner. In that case you would just select this origin, or likewise top right hand corner, top left hand corner, or if you're cutting rings and things you might want to mark the center point and start in the center, and you have a choice. So if you choose this origin here on the right hand side, we'll see that that green dot, which is the start point, will move over to the right here on the extent. So we then go on to jog and just jog the machine until the torch or the laser, if we've got it turned on using this laser button here, is on the corner of the plate. So let's so we'll just adjust that so the torch is physically on the corner in our bit of virtual plate here. Then what we do is we press move job, and what it'll do is it'll move the geometry to that point, to start from that point. So this green dot will move to here, which is essentially it's moving this geometry to the point we've selected. So because that's on the corner of the plate, we've now adjusted it using the jog function and done the move job. If we press start, we know now that this is going to fit on the plate without having to do a full test run. And the choices of origins are, it means you're not limited to just the one origin. Most systems just give you bottom left hand corner origin, so what you'd have to do is you have to measure over 220 millimeters, position the torch there and cut. So our system's a bit more flexible because it gives you the choice of which origin to use. We'll let this finish this cut, this test run. Once it's done that, it will pop up the end of cut box, which is this one here. So buttons on here, I've touched on these in another video, but we'll go through it again. We've got three choices. Jog off job. So what that will do, if we press that, it'll give us a direction, and 50 mil there. So what it'll do is it'll just jog off the job plus an extra 50 mil. So this is just to allow us to get this piece out. If it's an air plaza, it'll be spraying air and water everywhere, so it'll just get the thing out of the way so we can now pull this piece out. So now this box is still here, we've still got some options, so we could return to origin. So we'd do that if we were cutting, maybe we're cutting a shape out of pieces of metal that have been pre-cut. So return to origin would bring the cutting head back down to this corner here, ready to start again. Probably more useful function is repeat. If we press repeat, this gives us a choice then of repeating the cut, so doing another cut with a scrap allowance of 5 mil between each cut. So if we press repeat in this top direction, what will happen is the cut, which is currently up here, will come down to this point 5 milli above there. It'll then reset the shape to start another one. So we'll press that button there, the machine will move back to there, then it'll reload. Because we've told it we're doing a repeat, it doesn't give us a choice of the origins again because it knows we want to start there, so we just press the start button again and off it will go. So you can, rather than using array nest functions or nest functions, you can navigate around the plate just cutting items out and using the repeat button every time. You can use a repeat button and then exit and load another shape, and the head will be positioned there ready to cut it already, so you wouldn't have to do any measuring again.